Live from the rinks at Hidden Ponds Park. It's Suffolk County High School Hockey League action only on the Long Island Sports Network. Tonight's varsity matchup between two teams that are at a critical stage in their season, trying to secure postseason berths. It's the Northport Huntington Tigers, sitting at 6-8 on the season. They're taking on the Ward Melville Patriots, who are 3-10, actually 3-9, 1-1. There's an overtime loss mixed in there as well, which plays a critical role in the standings as we take a look here before we get into the starting netminders for tonight. Now, West Islip, who had been in postseason positioning for a majority of the season, Ward Melville leapfrogged them after a 6-2 win before the holiday break. But West Islip survived a near upset from Longwood, 1-0 victory in overtime, with James Barbieri being the hero in that one. So they have leapfrogged Ward Melville, but the good news for the Patriots is this. They have a game in hand here tonight. They have a full roster against the Northport Huntington team that will be without blue liner Austin Rutkowski in what is now a must-win game for the Patriots as this playoff race winds down. Starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup, Bowden Rudliff will be in between the pipes for the Northport Huntington Tigers. This will be his 8th start of the season and his 9th game of the year. On the other side, for the Ward Melville Patriots, Michael Sittler, their representative for the All-Star Skills competition, went toe-to-toe with the other Northport Huntington goaltender, that's Connor King. In that event, King ended up coming away with it. Sittler came in second. But he'll be in between the pipes for his squad in a game of serious implications in the standings. Once again, a win for Ward Melville tonight, a tie or even an overtime loss would get them right back tied in points with West Islip on the year. And it's been an up-and-down season for both clubs. Northport Huntington lost Michael Agafanov, their leading scorer from last season, early on in the campaign. They survived that. They won 3 games in overtime, including their first meeting with the Ward Melville Patriots. And in that matchup, the overtime game-winning goal was scored by none other than Sean Tittle, one of 3 All-Star representatives for the Northport Huntington Tigers, including Blake Brown and JT Caruso, who has 2 overtime game winners on the season as well for his team. And for the Tigers, they might be sitting at 6-8, but they gave up a point in matchups against West Islip and Ward Melville. And that's going to be critical for them down the stretch. Can they win these games in regulation, or at the very least ensure that they keep winning in overtime? Because with 14 games under their belt, 5 games remaining after this, they only need a couple more wins to secure postseason positioning. But ideally, they'd like to win a couple more, because finishing 5th is the difference between finishing 6th rather. It's the difference between maybe facing off against Kings Park, Colmac, or Sachem, and certain squads might prefer certain matchups, but we'll come down to the wire here as the campaign progresses. Sittler versus this season for the Patriots. He has come away with 0 wins. A 2-2 tie against KPC, the overtime loss last time he faced the Northport Huntington Tigers. Now Ward Melville looks to flip the script as we get set for puck drop here. Ryan Collins will slot back into the lineup for the Ward Melville Patriots, an important, for my apologies, for the Northport Huntington Tigers. Misspoke there. And that's going to be a key addition for them. He had 2 goals and a come-from-behind victory against West Islip. That changed the course of their season right after we came back from the break. That loss would have put Northport Huntington's playoff chances in more serious jeopardy as it stands now. Just looking to win a couple down the stretch, and then it's about playoff positioning. Collins will line up front. It appears Caruso and Agafonov on the back end as we get underway here at the rinks in Hidden Ponds. The face-off has been one forward. Agafonov on the attack. Collins, Schmidt slide back to the point. Interesting setup off the draw as a pass across the slot. Collected by Collins on his backhand. Steps in, fires a shot, turned aside. Rebound is free. Sittler gets the stop. Michael Sittler tested early. The former Middle Country Cougar came toward Melville through the draft. After his old club decided not to field, he's been stellar in net for the Patriots, who have won the draw. Schmidt racing after it. He sends it around the wall to Collins. Cross-ice pass makes its way to JT Caruso. He comes in against Patrick Scully. Forced to the outside, loses the handle, trying to regain control. Sent to the ice beneath the goal line. Fisher battling with Colapinto. Caruso still on it. He comes away with it for the Tigers. His pass intended for Agafonov goes awry. Now heading the other way, it's Jack McCormick. Pass intended for Jake Mangano, just beyond his reach. Tigers pick it up, look to head the other way. Mangano with a nice defensive play to help McCormick force a turnover, and then Agafonov and Colapinto team up and send the puck the other way. Colapinto enters 1-on-4. Agafonov races in to support. The Patriots get the zone exit. Ayers to Eilenberger, coming in on his backhand. Blake Brown lays the shoulder-to-shoulder check, but the Patriots maintain possession. Pass comes across to Dykeman. His shot, looking for a deflection. Can't find it. Eilenberger, shot towards the crease. Gets it back from Aiden Ayers, whose pass is deflected by Maxime Sposato. That comes to Ioannidis. He tries to reverse it back up the wall. Sean Tittle battling for control. Timothy Brown coming in as Lucas Scalero ends up regaining control, but he's left the zone. And now Eric Kraft coming in, loses his glove, gets the shot off, and Sittler makes the stop. Patriots looking to regain control. Tittle comes to net, shot, won't go. A chance for Blake Brown in front. Puck comes around the wall, Aiden Ayers. Lead pass intended for Scalero. Sposato gets a stick on it. Ioannidis gives it right back to Sposato. It's in his skates. His lead pass is deflected, but skips the stick of both Bachman and Breslin. Patriots forced to reset beneath their own goal line. Dykeman reversing it up the wall to Scalero, who wears the C for this Ward Melville Patriots squad. I believe Mangano also wears a C for the squad as Dykeman carries it in. Fires it in beneath the goal line. Puck bounced in front of the crease. Dykeman couldn't get the rebound. Attempted clear, won't go initially. Second attempt by Bachman, he chips it up the wall. But it ends up going off Dykeman, back into the zone. Collins picks it up under pressure from Cerulli, makes him miss. And then a cross-ice pass finds its way to Prendergast, coming in on the backhand. Pass across, intended for Bachman, but it goes right to Breslin, who sends up the wall. Collins steps into a shot, off the iron! Opposite side for Sposato, and a shoulder save for Michael Sittler. And we get a whistle here. Appears there will be a call going against Northport Huntington. Early on in this game, both teams have generated some chances. Michael Sittler making a couple key saves. And now Joe Bachman heads to the box. And the Patriots head to the power play with 11:56 remaining. And the call on the ice will be for cross-checking. McCormick in the dot for the Patriots, flanked by Scully. Face-off is won. Comes back to Mangano at the line. His shot deflected through traffic, ends up going wide. Dan on it for the Patriots. Escape turn. Then the pass to the point. Mangano moves to Scully. Escape turn under pressure from Brown. Pass beneath the goal line. And then Dan, his pass is deflected by Collins, but he regains control along the right wing half wall. Pass to McCormick, give and go. Dan moves it back, looking for the shot. That's deflected before it can reach the net. Went off the leg of McCormick. Pass the slot. Mangano pinching in. Couldn't get enough of a piece of it, that is, and the puck ends up skipping the stick of Fisher as it leaves the zone. Collins sends it the other way. Puck appears to have remained in play with 50 seconds gone by on this power play. Blake Brown forward checking, forcing the pass to McCormick, who makes the escape turn. Still harried by Brown, but makes The lead pass to Mangano, who escapes Kraft, coming in against Collins. Shot! Blockered aside by Rudliff. Tigers get the clear. Kraft racing after it, but Fisher rescues it. Second effort by Blake Brown. Can't force a turnover the first time. Second time, unable to put it off the wall. Dan re-enters, looking for the pass to McCormick. Play is broken up. Matthew Dan regains control, looking for the pass. Has Mangano and Eilenberger. Ends up trying to stuff it short side with a quick shot. That won't go, and then the clear from Collins. And Northport Huntington gets a full line change. Resetting, it's Mangano. Makes the pass off the wall. Timothy Brown has to recollect it, and then Mangano comes in, fires, shot, scores! Jake Mangano opens the scoring for Ward Melville. Patriots jump out to an early 1-0 lead, and you can see here this pass that actually ends up being behind Brown, but Brown recovers it, makes a nice lead pass. Mangano, just a quick step to the outside around the defenseman, gets that momentary screen and fires a shot across his body. And Patriots are a different team when Mangano's in the lineup. He's had some issues staying in the lineup, in part due to key suspension against Sachem earlier this season. Colapinto coming in now and trying to answer back, but his shot goes wide of Sittler's net. Attempted clear won't go. It's held in by Sposato. Colapinto racing back for Northport Huntington. On the cycle. Gets it right back. Shot turned aside by Sittler. He gets the cover with 9:46 remaining. Correction, 9:45 in play. So 1-0 lead for the Ward Melville Patriots. Colapinto in the dot once again. Matched up against Brown. And he wins the face-off back. Patriots look to move it up the far side wall from their bench. Pass intended for Ayers. He couldn't get it. The pass somewhat handcuffed him, but icing is waved off. Ioannidis has possession, looks to cut up ice. Ayers lifts his stick, cuts towards the slot. Can't get the shot off Brown. Second attempt goes wide. Puck leaves the zone now. Patriots regrouping. Breslin with the escape turn against Caruso. Colapinto comes in second effort. Pass made its way to Brown, went off his stick. Ayers now trying to settle it. As Scalero nearly entered the zone. The Brown, Scalero, Ayers line has been strong down the stretch for the Patriots. Richard had the puck, moved the D to D to, I believe that's Breslin on the near side. Pass is intercepted. Ayers trying to work it back to Brown. He does, comes to Scalero. He's entered, pulls up, escape turn along the far side half wall. Poke check by Colapinto, forcing the turnover. Puck comes to JT Caruso, across to Agafonov. Makes his move, pass across, and it's broken up by Scully. A key defensive play from Patrick Scully prevents Northport Huntington from scoring a tap-in goal. Shot from Ayers is gloved on the other side by Rudliff. With 8:34 remaining in the period. The goal from Jake Mangano, assisted by Peter Dykman on the score sheet. At the time it appeared that it was 42 in green, not 10, but you can double check that later. Cerulli trying to win it forward, can't. Northport Huntington takes over. Pass comes to Sean Tittle. It's deflected on the attempted zone exit the first time by Tam, and now Eric Kraft, the Northport Huntington captain, gets it, enters against the right wing wall, battling for possession. Matthew Anderson. Northport Huntington keeps it in. Ryan Collins has the puck, walking and shot, gloved by Sittler. A strong save for Sittler. As Collins had all the time in the world to get his shot off. If you're Northport Huntington, you've been in this situation before, you've came back before. And if you're Ward Melville, you don't want to fall into the same trap you did against Connecticut-Sayville earlier this season. Shot towards the net off the draw was stopped. And then an errant D-to-D pass. Collins on the back check rescues it. He's under pressure from Ethan Tam. Lead pass on the backhand of Blake Brown comes to Fisher, who resets the far side wall. Matthew Anderson racing after it, battling with Tam, enters the zone on the back check. Carter LaCourte, puck comes to Fisher, walks the line, looks for the shot, that's deflected Doesn't reach the net. Blake Brown sends it around the wall. Zorak can't get a stick on it. Scully holds it in. Shot gloved. And set down by Rudliff. Pass up the near side wall, goes awry again. Shot from Scully is deflected. That one went off McCormick again. Scully trying to cut towards the net, maintains control. Pass towards Tam, won't go. Second attempt, shot. It's turned aside by Rudliff. That one right in the breadbasket for the Northport Huntington netminder. And we get a stoppage. 7:15 remaining in the first period. McCormick in the dot. Tried to win it back. Caruso loses his stick on the play, makes the lead pass to Colapinto, who enters his own, cuts in as Caruso races back. Colapinto cuts to the net. Sittler clears it out. We get a whistle as the Patriots touch up. There's a call on the ice going against Ward Melville as JT Caruso had the stick. I believe the call is going to be for slashing as it went out of his hands. That'll put Northport Huntington on the power play. Critical penalty at this time. That will give Northport Huntington a chance to tie this game up. Double check the call. It was for slashing against Dan. The face-offs tied up, one back by the Tigers. Agafonov shot deflected, rebound comes free. Sittler with the sprawling save. It's Michael Agafonov regains control, shot towards the net, is deflected into the netting. We get a stoppage. Sittler with a strong save the first time. Second shot is deflected into the netting. Agafonov firing on all cylinders from the blue line. Grew up playing defense. Has played forward for this Northport Huntington Tiger squad for the most part. Ended up sliding back to defense last game with Ryan Collins out of the lineup. A 7-3 loss to the St. Anthony's Friars. Battle in the right side corner. Colapinto comes away with it under pressure from Aiden Ayers. Dykeman comes in to try and force a turnover. Northport Huntington eventually comes away with it. Collins, shot towards the net, deflected. Eilenberger collects it, but turnover. Agafonov walks in, shot. Rebound can't be corralled by Tittle. Caruso at the line. Evades Ayers the first time, and makes the pass across to Agafonov. On the cycle, Sean Tittle with possession. Backhands it into the corner. Colapinto collects. To JT Caruso. Pass across to Collins. Couldn't get enough on that one, but the Northport Huntington blue liner rescues it, sends it towards the net. That pass was deflected by Dype, Collins recovers. Comes in, shot turned aside by Sittler. Rebound attempt won't go. You get a whistle as Sittler lost his helmet on the play. 53 seconds remaining on the penalty for slashing to Matthew Dan. 5:54 remaining in the period. Patriots jumping out to an early one-goal lead. Off a goal from Jake Mangano. Aircraft coming on for the Northport Huntington Tigers. It appears Caruso will remain out, talking to James Fisher in between the whistles as Michael Sittler looks to correct his helmet. Fisher and Caruso went toe-to-toe last year in the JV division. Good majority of this Ward Melville Patriots team comes from what was a solid JV program last year. Not a particularly senior-heavy roster, of course. Scalero, Mangano, and I believe Jack McCormick exceptions to that. But a nice balance there for the Patriots. Face-offs from one back. Caruso looking for the shot. Pulls up on the escape turn. Reverses it. Agafonov across. Collins. Pass across to Agafonov is deflected by Ethan Tam, but Agafonov maintains possession. Moves it to Sean Tittle. Chips it off the wall. Scully racing after it. Looks to send it up the wall. Collins gets a stick on it. Caruso rescues it at the line. Less than 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Caruso shot through traffic is deflected just wide. Comes back to Caruso. Across. Shot. They score! The Tigers answer back on the power play. And a goal from Ryan Collins, who just gets it at that dot, fires it top shelf. Had all the time and the space in the world from that angle, and typically not an angle you're necessarily as worried about as defenseman as others because he's a little bit low to be on the half wall, but Ryan Collins makes it work. Tigers tie the game. Heading back the other way, it's Jack McCormick in the slot. Shot is blocked. Blake Brown rescues it, tries to get it out of the zone. Breslin holds the line, comes to Mangano. Pass towards the slot to Dan. Can't get the handle on it. Battling with Brown in the corner, comes away with it. Dan cuts to the slot. Can't get the shot off. Turnover forced by Bachman. Breslin chases, but the Tigers forward makes a miss. Dan on the back check. Forces a change of possession. Breslin under pressure, though, hasn't settled it. Bachman battling along the boards. Puck comes around the wall. Richard, lead pass. Not entirely sure who that was intended to as it sails all the way down, but it's waved off by the officials. And Sposato ends up sending it all the way into neutral territory. Richard intercepts. McCormick tries to put the pass between his legs. Loses the handle initially. Second effort gets it back. Matthew Dan racing in. Pulls up. Cuts to the net. Shot from an off angle. And it's stopped by Bowden Rudliff. A bit of a pile up in front of the net. And we get a whistle. .4:10 remaining in the period. At the rinks at Hidden Ponds Park. Game with major playoff implications between the Northport Huntington Tigers and Ward Melville Patriots is tied. Timothy Brown in the dot for the Patriots. Gafanov wins it forward. Held in at the line by Peter Dykman. From back up the wall towards Colapinto. Scalero picks it up, cutting towards the net. Walks in, shot! Saved by Rudliff. And he gets the cover. Nearly handcuffed on the basket catch. Rudliff recovers. 3:55 remaining in the period. Face-off is won back by the Patriots. Eilenberger's shot deflected. Caruso gets it. Lead pass. Colapinto coming in on the breakaway. Shot! And saved by Sittler. Shot glancing off the glove of Sittler that time. Patriots survive the breakaway. Lead pass comes up the wall. Scalero looking to thread the needle to Ayers, but he can't. Poked off his stick by Colapinto. Scalero with the second effort. Ayers has it tied up along the wall. Brown and Scalero battling for it. Puck comes free. Dykman ends up getting tied up with Scalero. Ward Melville eventually comes away with it. Scalero entering the zone. Walks in, fires a shot. That's deflected into netting off of Schmidt. We get a whistle. 3:15 remaining in the period. Patriots trying to get to work on the cycle, but a couple key turnovers at the line have given Northport Huntington more than a couple of high danger scoring chances. You keep giving those up, they will eventually find a way to take the lead. Face-off has been won back by Ward Melville. Pass into the skates, I believe that's Anderson. Puck ends up beneath the goal line. Cerule's pass towards the slot, no one home. And an attempt to spring Broderick Prendergast is broken up. Pass deflected off the stick of Scully. He has Fisher with him tied up. Turnover at the line forced by Kraft, but he gets tied up with Tittle. He's forced to pull up. Resets. Pass intended for Ioannidis, who races in, pinching. Tittle covers the line. Cerule helps force the turnover. Fisher tries to send it up the wall. Kraft gets a stick on it, but Tam comes away with it. Tries reversing up the weak side wall, but Sposato keeps it in. But his glove down on the attempted hold in at the line, and then a turnover. And Sposato just tried to send it right back the way it came. Tam coming in, trying to send it towards the slot. Play is broken up. Puck comes up the wall. Richard holds the line initially. Gafanov gets the clear. Correction, that's Kraft, 86, not 89. And then Tittle and the Tigers regain the zone just on sides. As the pass to the slot can't connect, Tittle makes an escape turn. Tried to put it through the skates, if I believe that would be 88. That would be Breslin, who heads the other way. Shot turned aside by Rudliff. Rebound glancing off his pads, ends up in the opposite corner. Attempt to clear, won't go. Breslin holds the line. Shot blocker aside again by Rudliff. Breslin has 3 goals on the season, trying to make it 4. Pass comes to the slot for Mangano. His shot attempt was blocked, and the puck has been sent towards the wall near the Northport Huntington bench. Stick goes flying. That's Mangano. No call on the play. Patriots tried to get the zone entry. They've been forced to reset. McCormick under pressure from Brown. Makes a nice move there. Second effort escaping from Bachman, heading up ice. Jack McCormick forced to pull up. Sends it to Mangano. Pass off the cycle. Ward Melville Patriots. Mangano overpowers the defender. Makes the pass across to Dykeman. To Dan. Shot from the slot won't go. Great stick lift by Blake Brown. Attempted clear. Initially broken up by Mangano. Second effort, Blake Brown makes the pass to Bachman. Racing ahead. Pass towards the slot, deflected. After the first pass towards the slot was deflected. Heading the other way, it's Mangano. Tricchio, the first forward back as that shot goes wide. Eilenberger tries to send it up the wall. Comes to Brown. Tricchio gets a stick on it. Under pressure, sends it up the wall as he got tied up with Schmidt. He'll go for the change as the puck skips the stick of Patrick Schmidt. Goes for a change as Ryan Collins takes over. 3 goals in his last 2 games. Was unavailable for the loss to St. Anthony's. Puck is now heading the other way. Gafanov has poked off his stick, and the period will come to an end after 15 minutes. The Northport Huntington Tigers and Ward Melville Patriots are tied at 1 apiece. Goals from Ryan Collins, who opened the scoring for Northport Huntington with 5:18 remaining in the first period. That was the game-tying goal in the first period. Jake Mangano scored the first goal of the game with 10:06 remaining in the period. Peter Dykeman credited with the assist on that one. 2 penalties in the game, one by Joseph Bachman, which led to the Jake Mangano goal. Another by Matthew Dan, which led to the Ryan Collins goal. So no score at no scoring at 5-on-5 yet for either squad. Rudliff and Sittler going toe-to-toe. Both netminders have been asked to shoulder the load here. They are the veteran netminders for each squad. Sittler didn't spend last year at the Patriots, but he did spend it at the varsity level. Hune, the other Patriots netminder coming from the JV level last year, with the rest of a group that includes Timothy Brown and Aiden Ayers and Michael Eilenberger, James Fisher, and I believe Daniel Breslin as well. And for Northport Huntington, Rudliff, their starter, Connor King coming to them through the draft, a former Middle Country JV goaltender. I believe he came to them through the draft here regardless. A solid pickup for their squad. But for now, it'll be Rudliff versus Sittler. Scalero, Brown, Ayers up front, Breslin, Scully on the back end, matched up against the Agafonov-Caruso line, which features Ryan Colapinto as well. Puck has been sent up the wall. Tigers, Caruso forcing a turnover. Ayers getting it right back, continuing the battle for possession. And he's angled off the puck by Ioannidis. Agafonov retakes control under pressure from Scalero, and Brown escapes both of them, heading up ice with a head full of steam. Poked off his stick. Colapinto. Pass to Agafonov, who scores! Agafonov gives Northport Huntington their first lead of the game, and if you keep giving him chances in transition, or if you even allow him to take them, he's gonna be a problem. You see here it's poked off the stick. He's already made his way through 3 defenders at this point. So Colapinto comes in pretty much unopposed, makes the pass. Agafonov gets the perfect amount of elevation on that one. Nothing Sittler could do. Northport Huntington takes the lead as Agafonov wins the faceoff. Puck comes all the way down into Northport Huntington territory. Sposato off the wall. Ioannidis trying to settle it. Turnover forced by Matthew Dan. Agafonov looking to reset the other way. Colapinto couldn't get it the first time. Second attempt. Skips the stick of Mangano, but not the ideal pass as Ward Melville had a prime opportunity to force a turnover. Looking to to send it back up the wall. Pass is deflected. Dan walks in. Shot saved by Rudliff. Agafonov has it taken off a stick by Dan. Shot off the back of the net. And McCormick rescues it. Pass to the point. Richard sends it back down into the left wing corner. Mangano carrying it along the wall. Trying to go across. Offsides drawn after a great defensive play by Colapinto, who enters the zone. Walking in. Can't get the shot off. Cleanly had his stick lifted. And Caruso fired that one back in. Colapinto tried to get it on the cycle. But Ward Melville got the clear. Dan breaking through contact with Schmidt as the puck is sent around the wall. Prendergast back with Kraft. McCormick passes the slot. Dan couldn't get to it. Tigers have collapsed in their own zone as Colapinto forces a turnover along the wall. And a pass sent all the way down. We get a whistle for icing. That comes with 12:58 remaining in the period. Tigers have jumped out to a 2-1 lead. Eric Kraft in the dot, taking on Anthony Cerulli. Face-off is tied up, one forward by the Patriots. Correction, that's Tam, 24 not 21, trying to enter the zone. Play is initially broken up, then Cerulli races after it. The speedy Ward Melville centerman. Another member of that strong class of players coming up from the JV level this season. Puck comes to the point, Kraft shot deflected. Dykeman gains possession, looking for the zone exit. Can't get it. Tittle holds the line, but it's delayed offsides, and we get a whistle. 12:24. Face-off is one back. Tam battling for it, but Collins comes away with it. Fires it in. Sittler settles it for Dykeman. Trying to send it up the wall. Blake Brown trying to knock Tam off the puck. Patriots get the clear, don't retain possession. D-to-D pass from Schmidt to Collins, who fires it in. And that's going to be icing. Wrong side of the red line. He got the area dump in last time when he was just at the line. Second attempt. He just has to take one more step there, and he didn't. If you do that too many times, officials will eventually stop giving you the benefit of the doubt. And now it'll be Timothy Brown in the dot versus Blake Brown. Face off, one back to Ryan Collins. Pulls up beneath the goal line. Scalero trying to force a turnover. Collins loses his stick in the fray, got it back. Patriots with possession. Driving towards the net is Brown. Has it poked off his stick. Second effort. Prendergast looking to chip it up the wall, or correction. That was Tricchio. And now a 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Brown, shot, blocker to side, rebound comes free. Patriots can't get the clear. Tricchio coming in on the backhand. Pulls up. Can't get the shot off. Second effort. And now Tigers fail to hold the line. Scalero racing up ice, pulls up at the blue line, assessing his options. Pass across to Scully. Fires a shot that's deflected. Puck rims off the wall. Ends up being sent cross ice to Scully, who wants Scalero. Tricchio anticipating him that time. And now Patriots have to check up as Ayers jumped the gun. Scalero finds Ayers after he checks up, passes the slot. Scalero looking for the shot, can't get it. Brown on his backhand tried to send it towards the net. Scalero racing after it, looking for the pass to the point, can't find it. Shot coming off angle, won't reach the net. Colapinto pokes it out of the zone. Agafonov. Fisher standing his ground. Breaks up a potential 3-on-1 as the puck heads the other way. Scalero heading for a change. Tigers with possession. Long change for both teams this period as Collins re-enters the zone. Pulls up, fires a shot, looking for a deflection. Most likely from Schmidt. Both Tigers defensemen on the rush that time, and Schmidt cutting in. Shot, save, scores! Patrick Schmidt with his first varsity goal for the Tigers. His club takes a 3-1 lead. And let's roll the replay on that one. And the first effort won't go, so try again. Initially appeared that it was going to be stopped by Sittler, ends up slipping under his pads as he's sliding across. The rebound from Patrick Schmidt, completely unopposed. His first goal actually came on an assist on Maxime Spasano's goal. Those two have spent a good amount of the past 2 seasons playing together. Tigers trying to complete a change behind the play. Face-off is won by Dan, but a near turnover force. Puck comes free. Sent towards the net, but not on net by Brown. It got deflected as he was trying just to chip it in. McCormick gets it back. He's under pressure from Carter LaCourte. Puck leaves the zone. Ends up being played off the wall. Dan re-enters, pulls up, fires a shot. That's turned aside by Rudliff. Puck comes out to the point. Fired back in. Spasano and Ioannidis back on defense. Ioannidis trying to put it up the wall. Dan forces a turnover. Brown reverses it all the way around. Zorak can't slip it by. I believe that was Richard that time as the shot is deflected. Correction, that was Anderson, my apologies. Holding the line, walking in, Mangano. Looking for the pass, can't find it. Moves it to Dan, he's handcuffed on it. McCormick settles it. Under pressure. Cutting in, Carter LaCourte nearly forced a turnover against McCormick. He puts it off the wall. Ioannidis got a stick on it, but a turnover forced by Mangano. He looks to walk in. Fires a pass to Eilenberger, who loses his footing trying to catch that one on his backhand. He recovered, got it back to Mangano. Now Eilenberger holds the line. Puck comes left wing half wall. Dan across to Mangano. He can't get the shot off. Strong defensive play there by Ioannidis. Comes to the point. Breslin's shot is blocked off the boot. Second effort, Mangano. Shot goes wide of the net. Eilenberger races to settle it on the opposite side. Trying to hold the line. Zorak forces a turnover. Tied up now. Eilenberger against Zorak. Northport Huntington regains possession. On the back check, it's Brown. Forces it free against Kraft. Who intercepts an attempted clear by the Patriots. Pass towards Tittle. Dan forces a turnover. Heading the other way, he's at the end of his shift. No one with him, so he'll continue to skate. Cutting towards net, Brown enters the fray. Eilenberger at the point. Dan's pass across, intercepted by Collins. Dan racing back on defense, pulls up against Collins, and an offsides is drawn. We get another stoppage. 8:05 remaining in regulation. Patrick Schmidt's first career varsity goal gives the Tigers a 3-1 lead after Michael Agafonov with his 5th of the season, after Ryan Collins had his 5th of the season. So after Jake Mangano opens the scoring for the Patriots, they give up 3 unanswered. Deja vu all over again to their matchup against the Connecticut-Sayville T-Birds. That ended in a 5-4 loss, which has seriously hindered their ability to compete for the postseason as the puck is sent all the way down. Eilenberger racing after it. Kraft battling for it. Pass towards the slot. Nobody there to collect. Schmidt holds the line against Anderson. Rendergast can't settle in on the cycle. Had a stick lifted there by Dykeman. Puck is sent back up the wall where Schmidt holds the line, but he ends up firing it off Tittle. Second effort by the Tigers forward. Comes to Tittle. Shot goes wide of the net. Tittle scored the game-winning goal last time. Still looking for his first here tonight. Puck sent back up the wall. Skips the stick of Kraft. Anderson enters against Schmidt. Fires a shot from the outside. Lansing rebound. Puck is high. Caruso settles it. Tried to send it up the wall. Just past the reach of Colapinto. Collins versus Tam in the corner. Tigers blue liner gets the clear. Eric Kraft enters Patriots territory. Pass intended for Caruso. Anticipated by Fisher. He breaks it up. Looks to head up ice. Gets the clear. Puck goes off the boot of Anderson. Lead pass intended for Tam. There's no icing on the play. As Tam pulls up, looks across, finds Fisher. Shot, glove save and a beauty for Bowden Rudliff. Rudliff, one of the stronger netminders in this division. From a positional standpoint, from a technique standpoint especially. Face-off tied up by Agafonov. Caruso, lead pass intended for Colapinto. No icing on the play as he races after it. Scully pressuring. On the cycle, Caruso looking to get the work. Comes back to Colapinto, to Agafonov. Pulling up behind the net, looking for the wraparound. Fires a shot. That goes off the back of the net. Picked up by Agafonov to Caruso under pressure from Fisher. Pass towards the front. Comes to Agafonov. Shot. He scores! Michael Agafonov making up for lost time here tonight with his second of the game. And he led the Northport Huntington Tigers in scoring last year, and one wouldn't think he could make up for missing all that time, but he came into tonight with 4 goals. And apologies here as face off at centers. Won by Patriots. Having some issues with our scoreboard. My apologies here. Should read 4-1 in favor of the Tigers, with the Patriots having possession now. Tigers get the clear after Patriots' sustained period of possession. My apologies, still working on the scoreboard here. Been fired back in. And Patriots can't hold the line this time. Heading the other way. Pass across, comes to Schmidt. Kept it at the line. And Patriots coming in, Jack McCormick on the attack. Forced to pull up there. Tigers heading the other way with possession. Collins enters the zone. Looking for the shot. Circling the net, pass towards it. Won't go, we get a whistle. Clock stops with 4:40 remaining in the period. Tigers lead 4-1. 2-goal night for Michael Agafonov. 5 and 6 on the season. Entering tonight, Colapinto led all goal scorers with 6 on the year. Face-off has been won back. Shot from Spizzato through traffic. Goes off Broderick. Prendergast won't make its way to the net. Scalero picks it back up. Heading up ice. Tries to break through Spizzato. Scalero's been on a bit of a heater lately, but Spizzato, one of the stronger defensive players in this league, is a takedown on the play by Cerulli. Tigers get a shot off. Sittler with the stop. Kraft from his legs, trying to get the shot off from his knees, and then Prendergast shot through traffic won't go. Northport Huntington bench wanted a penalty there. They won't get it. And play will continue. Shot on net, rebound, and it's stopped by Rudliff. Tigers netminder bailing out his team on the opposite side, and you see here in transition, Michael Eilenberger just breaks free. This is what he's capable of doing, and the puck comes free. Ayers has his stick lifted, and Rudliff gets the cover, but Eilenberger, there's a reason he was selected to represent his team, and I believe it's the fastest skater. Relay is Caruso heading up ice for Agafonov. Lead pass from Colapinto to Agafonov. Pulls up on the attack, poked off his stick, heading the other way at Scalero. Tries to slip it by Schmidt, he does. Puck comes out of the net, we get a whistle. I believe that's going to be icing as he crossed the line before Rudliff could play it. So the puck will head all the way back down. Face off. Right outside. Excuse me. Right inside the zone. Face off has been controlled initially by the Patriots. They can't get the clear. Agafonov cutting free. Caruso with it, trying to Moving on the cycle. Schmidt shot deflected by Agafonov. That goes just wide. He'll race after it, but Tam boxes him out. Looks to reset to Fisher. He flips it up, but not out of the zone initially. Second effort by Brown, but Collins recovers. Fires it back in. Agafonov checks up. Caruso on the forward check. Tigers' tenacious style of play has allowed them to score 4 unanswered goals as Tam looks to send it up the wall. Agafonov following through on his check as the pass is made. Scully has gotten his own exit. Caruso still on it. Patriots sent it length of the ice. No icing on the play as it was under pressure, and defenseman right there. Brown pass across to Tam on his backhand, pulls up, and the pass to Richard costs the Patriots a key scoring opportunity. A rare miscue as Collins lead pass to Caruso, coming in against Breslin, fires a shot off the iron. And they say the pipe's the goalie's best friend. Michael Sittler will agree with you on that one. Cutting in now, it's Agafonov, but he can't hold the line. Puck heads the other way. And now re-entering the zone, it's Collins pulling up on the wall. Not entirely sure what his intention was on that pass. Sean Tittle will end up sending it down low on the cycle. Collins racing after it. Puck comes up to the wall. Colapinto, his pass deflected. Breslin gets the clear. Patriots gain possession momentarily. Schmidt sends that one out of play. We get a stoppage and a whistle. And entering tonight's contest, Michael Agafonov through 4 games, 7 points. That left him tied with Eric Kraft for 5th in points on the team. He's got 2 more here tonight. Has a chance to climb all the way back to the top by the end of the season if he keeps scoring at this pace. Patriots have gained possession off the draw. McCormick resetting to Richard. Looking cross ice for the pass. Kraft takes away the angle. Dan comes back to the red line, fires it in. McCormick will chase. Spizzato reverses to Ioannidis. Moves it back to Spizzato. Lead pass. Tittle gets his own exit. Richard pinching in there, but now a 3-on-1 heading the other way. Sean Tittle, shot, turned aside, rebound. Skips the stick of Blake Brown. Patriots heading the other way with numbers. Jake Mangano fires a shot off the iron. It won't go. Tigers recover. Lead pass. Shot towards the net, turned aside. Through traffic, might have been deflected. Dykeman now gets the puck beneath the goal line. Looking, send it up the wall. Dan can't get it past Ioannidis. Brown shot towards the net, but not on it. Kraft picks it up. Back to Brown. He has to settle it. Pass to Ioannidis. Walks in. Shot goes wide of the net. Kraft collects off the wall. Shot. They score! At least that's what it appeared to be. Apologies as we try and roll the replay on that one. Couldn't catch the entirety of it. I'll try and see if we got any of it. Officials discussing in the corner. Initially, it appeared the Patriots would jump out to a 5-1 lead. Or correction, Tigers would jump out to a 5-1 lead over the Patriots. As it stands, it's going to be a face-off outside defensive dot. The puck did go into the net, which has led to some confusion here. We'll try and get another look at the footage. But as it stands, it's a goal. So I actually... appears to be a goal on the board for Ward Melville. It appears that officials have deemed that Jake Mangano's earlier shot has crossed the line. I'm not sure I've ever seen this in a game. Right now, the scoreboard reads 4-2. And we're going to take another look at that shot, trying to get it up for you right now. My apologies, we comb through the replays here. This has created some significant confusion on the Northport Huntington bench, as this is a shot from Eilenberger, actually, so we're trying still to find that for you. And we still don't have an explanation for you. The face-off at center The clock has started. Patriots have possession. They're down by 2 now after a seemingly inexplicable goal after the Tigers seem to have scored on Michael Sittler's net. We're going to try and get an explanation when we can. As for now, we're just as much in the dark as you are, as Mangano sends that the length of the ice. Icing is the call. .8 seconds remaining in the game. It's a 4-2 game. And I wish I could tell you exactly how that came to be. I can't. And I'm very sorry for that. Puck comes to Schmidt at the point. Shot through traffic. Sittler makes the first stop. Agafonov on the rebound, looking for the reverse. Pass through the slot. Caruso gets the shot off. Goes off the iron as time in the second period expires. A bit of a unique set of circumstances here as it's a 4-2 game. We're still going back trying to see what exactly occurred here. It appears that Jake Mangano, who scored at 1:10 remaining in the period. We're still trying to find that footage here. It appears we had a bit of an issue with our replays, which I know is shocking considering at one point it read 99-1 in favor of Northport Huntington. But nonetheless, as we're trying to find this shot here, I believe it's going to be on this one. You're going to see here, because the goal comes at around 1:10. And here we go. So this is where it is. We have Mangano collecting it in his own zone. He's going to race up ice. And from our perspective, we really can't see that much differently. I could see how it could have gone off the inside, but a very perplexing series of events here. I actually have never seen this happen in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League before. I see it at the NHL level. I mean, we do take footage of all the games. It would be fun to have video replay, but as far as I'm aware, we don't have it. So my apologies as we try and sort this out up here for your viewing pleasure. So it's a 4-2 game. Jake Mangano, both goals for Ward Melville. Michael Agafonov has 2 for the Tigers. Patrick Schmidt and Ryan Collins, the other goal scorer. Schmidt, his first career varsity goal. And as it stands currently, that would be the game winner if the score holds. And while that might appear unlikely, it would be a nice turn of events for the young defenseman. So it appears Mangano has been awarded a goal. The replay on our end looked inconclusive. And the refs have a tough job, had to decide. They made the decision based on what they saw on the ice. And it's a 4-2 game. Ryan Collins with possession after Northport Huntington wins the draw. Gafanov chips it past Scully. No icing on the play as that one dies before it hits the goal line. Comes up the wall. Not held in initially. Second attempt. Patriots heading the other way. Scalero with possession. Backhand pass across. Can't connect with Ayers, who collects it along the near side wall. Scully's shot blocked. Second attempt to Cerulli. Deflected, and it's covered in front by Rudliff. Rudliff, who just moments ago thought it was a 3-goal game. It's now a 2-goal game, the worst lead in hockey, though, as many players will tell you, the 2-goal lead is only the worst lead in hockey until you give up another goal and then you're leading by 1. Just one of those things they don't necessarily tell you right away. Face-off has been won back. Tigers looking to send it up the wall. Fisher walking the line, shot through traffic, deflected, nearly went in off of, I believe that would have been Blake Brown. Tigers now looking to get the clear. Collins pulls up against Scalero, lets Tittle take over, and then comes back. Tittle comes down, puck comes to Fisher. He walks the line, fires a shot that's deflected through traffic. Collins picks it up, chips it off the wall. Sean Tittle will race after it, but the puck is just past his reach. So Fisher takes over. Lead pass comes to Ayers. who enters the zone, pulls up, trying to escape Blake Brown, but Tigers forward is forced to change the possession. Puck comes to Tittle. And a miscue on the pass. Scalero enters the zone, looking for the shot. Can't find it. Drop pass. And tie up along the wall as Cerulli moves it back to Scalero. Comes to Breslin at the point, walking the line. Pass comes across. Beneath the goal line, Ayers with possession. Continuing with the puck. Breslin shot right in the breadbasket, but some great puck movement from Ward Melville. And for a team that, when they're at the top of their game, they do a great job getting to work on the cycle. They're a tenacious team. They have great speed. They just, for whatever reason this season, the Ward Melville Patriots have not gotten the bounces. You can't fake your way to a 2-2 tie with KPC. You can't lose to EI and KPC by 2 by accident. It just doesn't happen that way. They've had a lot of tight games against top-flight competition, just have not been able to seal the deal down the stretch. But they need to here tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. Pass through the slot, intercepted by Agafonov. He's got Caruso with him, but he carries a pass and looks to split the defense. And then a pass across the slot. Caruso collects the rebound. Pass to the point. Ioannidis steps into a shot. It's blocked. Dan racing after. Rudliff out of his crease. Spizzato looking to support as Dan comes in, forcing a near turnover. And we get a whistle. And it appears the call on the ice is a hand pass. At least that's what it appears from our vantage point that the officials are gesturing for. Face off just outside the Tiger zone. It's won by the Patriots. Dan chips it in. Ioannidis, pass due to D intercepted. Big play in front of the net. Tigers nearly forced to change of possession. Dan gets it back, looks to drive towards the net. And comes to Mangano, who scores! Jake Mangano from the slot, his third of the game. That's a hat trick. And while we may not have seen the second one perfectly on replay, they don't ask how, they ask how many. And you see it here. The turnover along the wall, neither team can settle it, but Mangano slides into the slot uncovered and fires a quick shot 5-hole to make this a 1-goal game. The Patriots have new life here in the third period, 12:17 remaining in regulation. A hat trick for Jake Mangano. Face-off has been won back by Jack McCormick. Sent around the wall, comes to Mangano. He has scored 3. Does he have a 4th in him? Lead pass comes to McCormick. Racing to the outside, cutting in, fires a shot. That goes glancing off of Rudliff. Dykeman holds the line under pressure, comes to McCormick. He sends it high off the glass. Dan's gonna collect that in the left wing corner. Under pressure from Collins, escapes. Escapes Brown, past the slot, shot! And Rudliff makes a stop. And it wasn't that long ago that Matthew Dan looked like he would be the future of the St. Anthony's Friars program after leading their JV Gold Squad with points. And then last year in his varsity campaign with them, only got 10 games in total, including 1 in the postseason. Gets a chip nonetheless, but ends up with the Patriots this year. And he's been incredibly productive for them, a real revelation for a squad that can't seem to catch a break. Puck comes up the wall, Tittle looking for the clear. Pass intended for Caruso is broken up. Brown, second effort, pass comes to Tam. Cutting in, fires a shot, that's stopped by Rudliff. We get another whistle. Ethan Tam, a strong game from him. He slid back to defense when the Tigers were shorthanded. That came in their 5-4 loss to Connecticut Sayville as well. After they started with Jake Mangano on the blue line. Face-off has been won by the Tigers. Comes all the way out to Sean Diddle, who was lurking near that dot on the far side, away from the Northport, Huntington, and Ward Melville benches. Tittle coming in now. Pass across to Kraft. Walking in, pass to Tittle. Shot, scores! Sean Tittle. He scored the game-winning goal when these two teams last met. Right now, he has the insurance goal. Tigers snap a streak of 2 unanswered Patriots goals. Sean Tittle beating the defender, cutting to the slot, completely uncovered there. And by the time a Ward Melville Patriots defender gets a stick on it, it's too late The shot from the slot beats Michael Sittler. Unable to respond. Too many shooting opportunities or scoring opportunities from beneath the hash marks allowed, arguably by both clubs, but at least 2 for the Patriots right now, and that's been an area of contention for them here tonight. Sposato gets the clear. Scalero gains possession. Re-enters the zone, cutting towards the net on his backhand, pulls up along the wall, pass towards Scully, can't connect. Fires a shot towards the net, off the back wall. Picked up by Scalero. On the cycle to Ayers. Moves it to the point. Scully walks the line. Shot through traffic. Deflected, they score! And the Patriots fire right back. The redirect gives the Patriots. And that was deflected by 16 in green. That's Cerulli. We only caught the tail end of that one. The shot from Scully from the point and put the puck on net or towards the net. Good things happen. This time, Cerulli picks up. I want to say that's his second of the season. Ayers enters the zone against Schmidt. Patriots press it. Poked off his stick by Collins, but he recovers, moves it to Scully. Shot, looking for the deflection or a pass in front. Cerulli has his stick lifted. Collins has it. Ayers racing after him. And a turnover forced to the line by Patrick Scully. He collects it off the near side wall, pass across, and a shot from Cerulli won't go. A bit of a miscue there with Scalero. Tried to settle it on his backhand and didn't see Cerulli on the back wall. This line has been tenacious all night. Puck has come out of the zone. Scully under pressure. Tigers force turnover. Prendergast with Bachman. Shot and a save by Sittler. Shutting the door when it matters most. The Ward Melville Patriots goaltender makes the save as the puck goes the length of the ice. It's picked up by Schmidt. He reverses. Collins, lead pass to Bachman. Dan knocks it down, but ends up with Eric Kraft racing up ice. Richard looking to keep him the outside. Pass towards the slot. Ends up with Mangano. Lead pass to McCormick, who enters the zone. Slips past Ioannidis through his leg shot. He scores! Jack McCormick ties the game! And for the first time since the first period, we're all knotted up. It's a new game. McCormick slipping past Ioannidis, slips it through his legs and puts it 5-hole. What a beauty for the Patriots centerman, trying to snatch a victory from what seemed like almost certain defeat at the start of the period. Face-off has been won back by the Tigers. D-to-D, Sposato. Pass to Tittle. He's knocked off the puck by Richard. Breslin collects it beneath his own goal line. Picks it up, looking up ice, off the wall. Puck comes to Mangano. Fires it towards net. Rudliff gets a piece of it. Ends up trickling wide. Ioannidis with the big hit from Mangano. Call on the play. There's a whistle. And we mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. The Patriots are a different team when Mangano plays. And that is why we say when Mangano plays, because initially from my point of view, couldn't quite see, just because it's behind the net, couldn't see a penalty on the play. It appears there will be. It appears Mangano will head to the box, but right now he's heading to the bench. Not sure if his plan is just to hide there, if it was just a call for an injury on the ice. Either way, we have a stoppage. The Northport Huntington coach on the bench, coming off the bench, that is. Trainer on the ice as well. And while nobody likes to see an injured player on the ice, both sides clapping as he returns to his feet. That was Ioannidis. Whistle might just have been because his helmet came off, but we'll get official clarification on that in a moment. And we'll take this quick time to remind you to follow the LI Sports Network. That's at LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Mangano is out of the game. He had a hat trick on the night. Now he's done. And we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he's already been suspended once. Now he's been suspended twice. The game misconduct for Jake Mangano. And that's going to cost him. We're going to see what the call on the ice is. As it stands, Jack McCormick had just tied the game. Anthony Cerulli had scored, assisted by Aiden Ayers after Mangano's hat trick. Northport Huntington bench trying to confer with officials. And we're going to see what happens here. Once again, we still were trying to get clarification on the Jake Mangano goal in the second period before this game went from a 4-1 lead to the Tigers to an absolute barn burner here in the third. The Patriots scoring 3 of the last 4 after Sean Tittle scored the 5th goal of the game for the Tigers. And going all the way back to the first period when Mangano was ejected. Scored the first goal, assisted by, officially credited to Peter Dykeman. At the time, I believed it was Timothy Brown. We'll double check that. Ryan Collins answers right back, assisted by Michael Gaffinoff and Sean Tittle. Both goals come on the power play. Gaffinoff scores in the second period. Schmidt scores his first career varsity goal in the second period. And Gaffinoff scores again. And then Mangano scored. Took about 30 seconds for them to determine that on the ice before it was awarded. And that came at a time when it appeared that it would be a 5-1 lead for the Tigers, not a 5-4. It's a 5-minute major on the ice. It's going to be against the Patriots. Tigers have a key opportunity here to retake control of this game as the faceoff is won back. Eilenberger tied up by Tittle. Mangano got a misconduct for charging, a game misconduct for unsportsmanlike conduct, and a major for charging as well. Re-entering the zone now, Gaffinoff cuts towards the center, is poked off his stick. JT Caruso. There might actually be a 4th penalty going up against Ward Melville. My mistake. JT Caruso at the point to Collins. We know he likes that spot along the left wing hash marks, makes the pass to Caruso, steps into a shot. Sittler makes the stop. And in the next 5 minutes, this game could end up being decided by Michael Sittler. Appears there's another. .427 remaining on the kill. 8:17 remaining in regulation. As it stands, this game would require overtime, but as the pass comes to Collins, he steps into a shot. Sittler makes a save, rebound, it trickles in! And the Tigers retake the lead on the power play. The shot from the point by Ryan Collins. Saved by Sittler. Sean Tittle tips it home. He scored the game winner in the last one. As it stands, he would have scored the game winner. He would score the game winner if the game ended at this moment. There's a lot of hockey left. There's also a lot of power play time left for the Tigers. Face off, one forward by Northport Huntington. Sent the other way by Timothy Brown. Tigers reset beneath their own goal line, and then a drop pass to Colapinto. Then Collins gets it right back, enters the zone with possession. Pass deflected by Tam, gets it back. Shot won't go. First time, second time, it's deflected. Puck remains in play. Comes to Collins again, walks in, fires a shot, saved by Sittler. Rebound, turned aside by Michael Sittler. Still battling for control. Puck comes to the point. JT Caruso walks the line across to Collins. Steps into a shot. Turned aside by Sittler. Colapinto, second attempt. Sittler shuts the door. Covers it or tried to. Block. Attempt, first attempt, second attempt stopped. Sean Tittle nearly completed the hat trick. Patriots looking for the zone exit. Scully got the zone exit. Collins resets to Caruso. The Mohawks up ice, carries it across the red line, enters the zone. Cuts to the outside, looking to cut back in. Shot! And a save by Sittler. Richard gets the clear. Not enough on that for icing, but with 3 minutes remaining on the power play, Ward Melville will take what they can get. Collins recollects, pass up the near side wall, or far side wall, depending on your point of view. And McCormick flips that one up and out. Dan racing after it now. Colapinto trying to box him out, as is Bachman, but Dan wins the race. Tried the toe drag on Colapinto, would not go. Breslin pinching in, but now the Tigers have potential odd man rush. A strong defensive play by Richard to prevent the zone entry. And a whistle and an offsides going against Colapinto as the Tigers have yet to check up as the puck was fired into the Ward Melville zone. 2:31 remaining on the kill. One power play goal for Sean Tittle. A flurry of chances stopped by Michael Sittler and the diving heroics of his defenseman. Face off. One back, but one back too far. Breslin has to race after it against Kraft. Can't fire it up the first time. Second attempt comes up the wall. It's kept in. Strong play there. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Racing after it on the opposite side. Matthew Dan sends it the length of the ice. Rudliff comes out to play it. McCormick looking to force a turnover. Can't. Puck comes to Kraft. No such luck on a deflection this time. Comes across. Strong defensive play by Richard, who steps up. Playing big minutes down the stretch for a reason. Heading the other way now, Schmidt. Fires it in. Goes over the net of Sittler. He tried to shoulder it as he jumped up. Puck now heads down the other way. Patriots denying zone entries left and right as the pass from Rudliff makes its way all the way down. Bachman tried to skate into it. Can't get, and then Richard couldn't get the clear that time. Battling with Brown. Still looking for it. Comes to Spizzato. His shot lances wide. Rebound attempt from Bachman won't go. Comes back to Spizzato. Pass across the slot. Looking for the shot. Comes to Collins. Walking across. Looking for the shot. It's deflected by Dan McCormick. Racing against Brown. Brown gets the better of him that time. Kraft with possession. Pulls up. Looking for the pass. Across the ice. Can't find Collins. He collects it off the wall. And resets on the cycle to Northport Huntington captain. Passes the slot. Shot won't go. Sittler gets the cover. We get a stoppage. A flurry of chances for the Tigers. As it stands, it's a one-goal game. Sean Tittle's goal, currently the difference maker. Patriots trying to survive the last minute and 4 seconds of the kill before they go back on the attack without Jake Mangano. The Patriots came back to tie the game. And as the puck goes in front, shot turned aside. A Gafanov shot from the point. Back glance is high. Puck comes loose in the slot. Dykeman gloves it down. And now heading the other way. Chipped in by Dykeman. He takes a big hip check from a Gafanov. And Gafanov, one of the few players in the SCHSHL who will throw that type of hit as Caruso's pass goes awry. Colapinto comes in to rescue it. Shot turned aside by Sittler. Rebound. Dykeman fires right to Collins. Shot goes high and wide. Under 4:20 remaining in potentially final period of play. Attempted clear won't go the first time. Second attempt, Cerulli on it. He fires at the length of the ice. His second goal of the game was key to the Patriots' third period, but now the 5-minute major leading to a Tigers goal as Caruso has it poked off his stick. Sean Tittle forced to pull up. Collins to the point. Colapinto has it deflected. Tittle, penalty has expired. One power play goal for the Tigers. 3:45 remaining in regulation. Patriots looking to turn and go the other way. Trying to pull off the upset as that one's fired across. They'll go for the change as they're just coming off a penalty kill. Lines in a blender for Ward Melville. Pass intended for Colapinto. Glances off his backhand. Attempt to clear won't go, but it's fired back in. Settled by Scully. Comes to Jack McCormick. Racing up ice against Ryan Collins. Shields the puck, poked off his stick. Second attempt recovers. Looking for Ayers in the slot, can't find him. Backhand shot. Rebound loose. And Rudliff makes the stop. .312 remaining in the game. Patriots desperately need a goal to tie it. They just killed off the majority of a 5-minute major. There's a timeout now being called on the ice by the Patriots. Correction, faceoff is just being moved. Faceoff won back by the Patriots. They reset to Fisher on the opposite side. He gets the zone entry, but not cleanly. Puck is deflected off his stick. Second effort, he recovers. Pass towards the slot is deflected. McCormick trying to settle it in the slot. Can't. Puck comes to Cesaro. He fires it out. Scully races after it. Blake Brown hot on his tail. Sittler comes out of his net. Plays it. And a smart play up the wall trying to find Fisher. Puck comes out of the zone. McCormick avoids being pickpocketed by Brown as the lead pass to Scalero goes awry, but Patriots have entered the zone. Fisher works over to Dan. Shot turned aside by Rudliff. trying to work Scalera on the cycle. Puck rings off the wall. Not enough on that for icing. As Fisher looks to reset, makes the pass to Scalera. Coming in, drop pass to Dan. Shot gloved by Rudliff. A dangerous play for the Northport Huntington netminder. Talk to any goalie coach. You never really want to have your glove on the ice trying to scoop at those ones. Can get you caught out of position. Something to watch for as this game continues is that while Rudliff has been solid in goal, he hasn't been unbeatable. And after not getting much work for a good chunk of time, another shot, he scoops that one up as well. We've seen a couple times that slip past his glove. Not something I've normally seen him do either, as the face-off is won back by the Patriots. Brown fires a shot from an off angle, that's deflected. 2:10 remaining in the period. Tittle battling along the wall. Had possession momentarily. Ayers forces a turnover. But Agafonov gets it back, sent back in, turnover again. Brown looking for the pass to the slot, finds it. Ayers fires a shot, turned aside by Rudd. The puck is loose. The puck is bouncing around the crease. And the Patriots can smell another game-tying goal within reach. And there's a call going against the Tigers. A power play for the Patriots. A chance to even the score, and a timeout by Ward Melville. Agafonov to the box. A player who would almost certainly be out on the penalty kill for the Tigers, but he's out. A chance for Ward Melville to potentially, and not to be dramatic, but this would be the case here, save their season. They came into tonight desperately needing to secure at least 1 point. They have a rematch with West Islip on the horizon. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. But as it stands, if the score holds, then their season would come down to a matchup against West Islip. And since Mangano was assessed 2 game misconduct penalties, we take a quick look at the schedule as the timeout comes to an end and the power play is set to begin. Their next matchup against West Islip would come on January 17th. Mangano would most likely not be available, making these 2 points even more critical. Misconduct, wide-ranging ramifications for the 14-goal scorer for the Patriots that we're going to be diving into in the next couple weeks as this season winds down. But for now, it's Jack McCormick on the power play. The question of who will score, or if they will score, on everyone's minds. That's set towards the empty net, and it goes just wide. The Tigers nearly scoring on a 6-on-4 man advantage. Turnover, Caruso comes in. The errant pass proves costly. JT Caruso with the empty net goal. A play that could doom Ward Melville, and you never want to make this play as a defenseman. You're obviously looking for the cross-ice pass, and that's just the skill and speed of Caruso. He's got the ability to cut in very, very quickly. He does that time. There's a change on the blue line for the Patriots. Sittler returns to the ice. Correction, no, Sittler's supposed to be on the ice. Face off. Won back by the Patriots. Apparently Sittler was supposed to stay out for the draw. Some miscommunication on the Ward Melville bench. They initially had 6 skaters and a goalie out. And now Sittler heads to the bench. It's an empty net yet again as McCormick's shot goes well wide of the net. Dykeman settles it on the opposite side. It skips his stick. Patriots forced to regroup. Pass comes to Eilenberger. Under pressure, makes the escape turn along the wall. Looking for the clear, chips it up. Dan skates into it. Pass to Ayers, shot! Can't get all of that one. Scalera resets to the line. Dykeman looking to work it back down low. Ayers picks it up again. Dykeman walks in, moves it over to Eilenberger. Shot! Goes wide. Dykeman races to keep it in. He does on the backhand. Pulls up under pressure. Sends it off the glass. Dan collects beneath the goal line. Pass towards the slot. No one there. Errant pass. Blake Brown sends it down, but not all the way. And now Dykeman takes over. Colapinto on the attack. Patriots defender nearly lost control. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Patriots down by 2. Eilenberger racing up the ice with the season potentially on his stick. Drop pass, turnover. Caruso gets it. Fires another one towards the empty net. This time it won't go. Fisher will pick it up. 10 seconds remaining. Kraft steps into one that goes wide. The high rising shot. It's collected by Dan. Comes to McCormick. The period will expire. The game will end. And the Tigers survive. The late comeback attempt by the Patriots, who lose. In stunning fashion, the Tigers pick up the win. They improve to 7-8. The Patriots fall to 3-10-1-1. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all these game recaps, highlights, analysis. And don't forget to check out the latest news from the Long Island Hockey website. That's lihockey.com, where we are routinely doing game coverage of all the varsity games here in Suffolk and across county lines in Nassau. Thank you so much for watching. Have a happy New Year, everyone. We'll be right back on Monday. Good night.